I would like to ask Jonny Sherman, Mazkir, to address the Kehillah.
Chief Rabbi Lord Sachs, Your Excellency Ambassador Taub, Chief Rabbi-elect Rabbi Mervis, distinguished guests, Dayanim, Rabbanim, Chaverim. Tonight's Hallel expressed our thanks to Hashem for the miracles He has done for us in the creation of the State of Israel. This Hallel, more than any throughout the year, is one that we can feel and understand as we see the results of those open miracles in Israel today. Tonight, we also show our appreciation for the early pioneers, the soldiers, and the brave men and women who declared the state that day, 65 years ago, under the threat of war from our neighbours. These are the heroes and heroines whose contributions made the State of Israel a reality. We have just concluded a day of remembrance for those who paid the ultimate price. And now, as we move on to celebrate that which their sacrifice protected, we salute the heroes of our generation, making a real contribution to Israeli society. And it is us in Bnei Akiva who are leading from the front. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said only last month, "Every single place I go, in the IDF, in the economy, in business, in science, in technology, in our public life, in the government, in the Knesset, everywhere, there is no field where there are not graduates of Bnei Akiva." The question is, why? What is it that pushes Bnei Akiva members to the front, that makes us strive for excellence both here in the UK and in Israel? One word: ideology. Bnei Akiva is a counterculture. In an age where life is ruled by money and decisions are influenced not by ideals but by comfort, Bnei Akiva says the opposite. Look to the hundreds of young people who are here because they believe in a set of ideals. And it is not just tonight. Visit any of our activities, camps, programs, and you will see that we have something worth shouting about and something worth fighting for. But what is our inspiration? In a defining episode for Am Yisrael, our forefather Yaakov underwent a fascinating transformation. In the book of Bereshit, Esav is described as a man of the field, and Yaakov as an innocent man dwelling in tents. The two brothers were perhaps meant to lead the burgeoning nation side by side, Esav looking after the physical side, and Yaakov handling the spiritual matters. However, it became abundantly clear that Esav was morally corrupt and could play no part in leading the nation. This left our future prospects looking grim. All the spirituality in the world would not have defended Yaakov against even the weakest attacking force. Things had to change. And they did. Hashem put Yaakov through an intensive toughening up program. He learned how to work, to conduct business, to make peace, to prepare for war, to deceive, and to wrestle with angels, so that he could arrive back in the land of Israel, Shalem, complete. The Torah describes how Yaakov, now also named Yisrael, set up his tent in a field, previously the domain of Esav alone, and began life as the father of the people of Israel. It is this synthesis of the tent and the field that has defined the people of Israel from the very start. We do not simply stay in our tents and hide away from the world, absorbed in our books. Nor are we immersed in the world to such an extent that we ignore our Torah values. Our Judaism is not the Judaism of the tent, forced upon us by many years of exile. And ours is not the Judaism of the field. Rather, we live the combination, Torah v'avodah, the Judaism of Israel. Torah v'avodah is not just one aim. It's an ideology, a lifestyle. It is why Bnei Akiva of today consistently attracts hundreds of young people to Machaneh, even if the Olympics come to town. It is why Hachshara remains strong despite the rise in university tuition fees, so that today we can proudly say that we are the UK's largest Jewish gap year provider. And it is why we are leading the way with practical initiatives geared towards Aliyah, with last summer's Aliyah pilot trip and a new programme offering Bogrim professional internships in Israel. Ours is an ideology worth fighting for, an ideology that remains as relevant today as 80 years ago. An ideology that drives, empowers, and inspires heroism in every member of our movement. One such hero who has supported Bnei Akiva's Yom Ha'atzmaut celebrations year on year is the Chief Rabbi, Lord Sachs. Chief Rabbi, you've been an inspiration to us all, and we truly appreciate the many special occasions you have spent with us during your tenure as Chief Rabbi, from addressing our members at our London and Manchester headquarters to standing on your chair and singing with us at our national weekends. I stand here between two Bnei Akiva heroes. Rabbi Mervis, you are a hero of Bnei Akiva. Your support of our movement locally and nationally, and in particular this annual service, is a demonstration of that. We are very excited that another firm friend of Bnei Akiva will be our next Chief Rabbi, and we are proud and humbled that our ideology will continue to be at the heart of the Chief Rabbinate. But let me tell you about some other heroes of our movement. 5 years ago, a group of Chanichim in Shevet HaGvura took the initiative to establish a charity called Sderot Relief. After experiencing an activity at Machaneh, that group learned of the plight of the citizens of Sderot and believed they could do something to help. Now, after years of tirelessly running events and collecting money at each year's Yom Ha'atzmaut celebrations here in Kinloss, they have raised over £9,000. This money has allowed children in Sderot suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder to receive the counselling they need through our partners at Emunah. Initiatives such as this demonstrate exactly what Bnei Akiva is all about: youth empowerment, peer leadership, believing in an ideal and making it a reality. Each one of that group can rightfully be described as a Bnei Akiva hero. And there are more. The dedicated students who give their summers and winters to cook for Machaneh. The parents of hundreds of madrichim who support their children's efforts to run their local svivot. The madrich in Kenton Bnei Akiva who gave me the excitement as a 7-year-old to begin my journey in the movement. Every single person in this room has the potential to be a Bnei Akiva hero. It's just down to you to start yourself on that path, to fulfill the advice found in Pirkei Avot, echoing through the generations. B'makom she'ein anashim, hishtadel liot ish. In a place where there are no people, strive to be that person. From the Chanichim, we need more initiatives like Sderot Relief. From the Bogrim, we need commitment and leadership. And from the parents and the rest of the community, we, the Chaverim of Bnei Akiva, need your support and encouragement as much now as ever before. Let us look forward to the coming years with optimism and hope on this 65th celebration of the heroism that led to the founding of the State of Israel, that we too are imbued with the passion and drive to stand up for what we believe in, and that we are inspired by our ideology to become the heroes of the future. Kadima Bnei Akiva.